Hi guys, so I've decided to make a video to show you how to invest should you wish to invest through your company or trust. So let me just share my screen with you. Now in the email that I'll be sending you, there will be a link that you're going to click on, and that will take you straight to the sign up pop-up menu. Now remember, I'm already a member, so I'm simply going to log on. But you will obviously do your sign up, so you'll enter your full name, your surname, your email address. You will select on the map to change and select your country and put in your mobile number. You'll create your password and you will sign up, and it will take you then to our website where you will obviously verify your account. So once you've signed up and you've logged on, I want you to click on my profile. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add another investment structure. So you scroll down to point 2 where it says here, add a new investment structure. You obviously have a choice of a trust or a company. Select company. Right. So here I'm just going to make up as I go along, because this is just for this example. So I'm going to register an LLC. The email address will be yours because you will be receiving the correspondence on behalf of the company. Date of incorporation, first the year, then the day, the month and the day. That you'll obviously get from your official documentation. Country of incorporation, for this I'm going to use United States. Entity registration number, I'm going to put in your tax number for your company. If your company is registered for tax, you need to enter the tax number here. If your company is not registered for tax, hypothetically, it was incorporated in Belize, then just enter noughts, say 10 of noughts, then at least it will allow you to carry on to the next step. Tax residency, United States. Here it's asking for the physical address that is pertaining to the actual company. So if your company, for example, here has been registered in the United States, you have a managing agent that is managing your company. Often the company itself doesn't have an official physical address, but then it is registered to the managing agent. So you will use the managing agent's address here. So I'm just going to make up so here it's asking for region. What I can do is I can just change that to Atlanta. It's a bit more legit. Just have a look here. There we go. Postal code. And then here it's asking for contact number. Again, if your company does not have an overseas contact number, And then you need to put the managing agent's contact details here or your own. So I'm just going to make up one here. Right. So the banking details, this will obviously be also pertaining to your company. So the bank account needs to be in your company's name. And those details you will enter here. Account type, branch name, in this case, I'm just going to say branch code, which is the same thing as routing code or sort code. And the SWIFT code. I'm absolutely making this up as I'm going along. With regards to your bank physical address, as I pointed out on the webinar, if you do not have it, please phone your bank. Make sure that you enter the correct physical address for your branch. Source of funds, again, you have three options. You can choose what is the most appropriate. I'm going to select investments. And then you have to agree that you will be funding the account from your banking details that you've provided at the top. So now it comes to the uploading of documents for your company. Where it's asking for your official document of incorporation, depending on what type of company you have, we are looking at something like your articles of association or organization, a certificate of good standing, but it needs to be a certified copy. Okay, so please make sure that it's a certified copy that you upload. I'm going to upload test documents here that I use for this purpose. Sorry, I just need to grab that documents. So I'm going to upload the official document of incorporation. There it's prompting you to tick that it has been certified. Where it's asking for document authorizing persons to act. Again, it can be called many different things depending on your type of structure, but it could be like a letter of authority, it could be your operating agreement, but it's an official document basically listing the people who are authorized to act on behalf of your company. So look for something like that. Okay, I'm going to upload. Proof of physical address, this is for the company. So you need to upload something that is being posted to your company, that is addressed to your company. It can be a bank statement, it can be a utility bill. But if your company has a virtual office and you don't get anything that you can upload, then I would suggest you get your accountant to draw up a letter on their letterhead confirming the physical address, and that they have been doing business with you for more than 3 years. Alternatively, often you can go and Google your company, and it will show that the company is active and the listed managing agent is such and such, and if the registered address is such and such. You can also use that to upload. So yeah, if you get stuck with this, please then communicate with me and I'll try and assist you. So proof of address. Here it will prompt you to put in a date so that we can make sure that it's not older than 3 months. So I'm going to select 11th of April. And then proof of origin of funds. Here you can just upload your latest bank statement for the company. Or if you have an accountant that can confirm your origin of funds in a letter, again confirming the registration number of your company and signed by the person that drew up the letter, clearly stating his or her name. We can look at that. And then with regards to your bank statement here, you can just duplicate and upload the very same bank statement that you've uploaded there. You can upload here, but please make sure that it is a recent bank statement and not an old bank statement. Once again, if your company is tax registered, your latest tax document that you receive from the official company, like it's in South Africa, it would be SARS. You can upload correspondence from them. It's clearly stating your tax number. Alternatively, if it's an LLC, you will have a letter from the IRS confirming your EIN number. You can upload that for us as well. If your company is not tax registered, you can draw up a letter, again, explaining the reason why it's not. Maybe your managing agent can confirm that on their letterhead in a letter, and we can upload that then. There will be more documents required. Once we've received these basic documents and we've looked at it, we will come back with a list of documents that will be required. To give an example, should your company have more than one director, each director will need to be KYC'd. Each director will have to provide a certificate, a certified copy of their passport or ID. Each director would need to provide proof of physical address as well as their contact details. Now you can put that in an email, the contact details, the actual company can put that in an email, but so each director will need to be KYC'd. Should your company have representatives apart from directors, they will need to be KYC'd. So these are just the basic information that we're going to ask you to upload. But once we get your official documentation, we will go through it and give you a better breakdown of what will be required. So let's continue. Once you've uploaded those 6 documents, you will scroll down and then you will add a new authorized individual. So for each company, you need to upload at least one individual that is that has the authority to act on behalf of the company. So for example, I've just recently KYC'd a company that had 10 representatives. I didn't need to add all 10 here. I just uploaded the manager of the 10, and I added her details onto the secure site, but I provided all the other details separately. So here I'm going to add. If you happen to be the authorized person, then you can just say, add me as authorized person, and it will populate your details. You just need to put down your position within the company. So I'm going to say I am a member in this LLC. It will pull through my ID number. I'll just put in a passport number. It will pull through my address, my telephone number, and then it will ask for authorized person postal address. My postal address is exactly the same, so I just click copy from above, and it will pull through. And here I need to upload a copy of my passport, my ID, and proof of physical address. So you know how to do this by now, but I'm just going to show you. I click again on upload. I go select my passport copy. It will prompt me to say that it has been certified. In my case, the copy of my passport doesn't need to be certified because South Africans are KYC'd on my ID, but I would like you to certify your passport because most of you would very likely be KYC'd on your passport. It is the document showing in which country you were born. Right, so my national ID, I'm going to upload that. Again, it will ask me if it's certified. Proof of physical address, I'm going to upload my utility bill. It will prompt you to put in a date. I'm going to make it March 31st. And then I'm going to say save. Very important to save it, otherwise you're going to lose all your information. So there you can see it's pulled through. Siska Damaskinos is the authorized person to act on behalf of this LLC. Remember, you could have more members. You will only be required to upload one, and the rest I will put in my email how I would like you to forward the additional documentation. Right, so at the bottom of this page, I'm going to click Save. Now it says there, valid US tax number required. So because I have just entered a number out of my head, the system is actually validating that number. And because it's not the right number, it won't accept it. And I do not have one here with me at the moment, so I'm going to cancel this transaction. So that's how you basically add a company to your as an investment structure. Should you wish to invest through a trust, you simply click on trust. It's very same details that will be required, just a little bit different because a trust is different from a company. We'll ask you for the name of the trust, your email address, the date of incorporation, country of incorporation, your entity registration number, so that will be the trust deed number. If your trust is tax registered, you'll enter your tax number, or you'll just put in your notes. Tax residency, if, for instance, your trust is not tax registered, but it was incorporated in the UK, then you can just select United Kingdom. Otherwise, the system will not allow you to save it because there's a field that's not complete. So just put United Kingdom. We will obviously in the back end will pick up that it's not tax registered. You will complete the physical address for your trust and the telephone number for the trust. Again, if you do not have a physical address, it will be the trustee who's managing your trust. It will be their details and their telephone number. The banking details for the trust needs to be completed here, and you need to agree that the funds will come from your trust account. Right, then here it will ask you to upload the trust deed or your founding document. Letter of authority, that's something that we refer to in South Africa. That will be your power of attorney type of document that you can upload there. Your document authorized persons to act. Very often it's the same document that you've uploaded at point 2, so you can just re-upload that. Your latest bank statement for your trust, your latest tax document for your trust. Again, if you if it's not tax registered, if you can get a letter confirming why it's not tax registered, then you can upload it there. Proof of origin of funds, you can just upload your bank statement. Then you will add a trustee, whether it is the managing. Often you have one person that takes seniority over all the trustees. You can upload that person's details here, and when you're finished, you will just save. So it's very much the same principle, just a little bit different information that will be required. Trusts, however, I have found are very, very tricky. Often within a trust is another company that's a shareholder, or a foundation, or a BV. So then the BV will need to be KYC'd. And that's a type of information I can only tell you once I get your trust deed, and I will be able to see that in your trust deed. Remember, I do not do the final approval. We make use of a third-party KYC service provider, PKF Capital. They actually look at your documents, and they will, according to the Seychelles jurisdiction, tell you what is required. And then also, depending on where your company was incorporated, that will then also determine a couple of changes in rules and regulations, and they will feed through to me, and I will liaise that across to you. So I'm just going to cancel here. So that is how you invest through a company or trust. I will be sending you an email with a proper list of all the documentations that we at this stage can see that we're going to need. But please bear in mind, depending on the way your company or trust has been structured, we could be asking you for more information. So thank you, guys. I am going to be available should you want one-on-one sessions with me where I take you through the secure side and you still struggle to do it on your own. Please do not feel alarmed. I will help you. So yes, happy investing. Bye-bye.